MV3 Traders Futures Trade Radio is brought to you by The Ultimate Trader's Guide, your one-stop shop for the most valuable income-producing information on the internet. Go to ultimatetradersguide.net to learn more. Link in the description below. Alright, good morning, how we doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm still getting my ear. Had an interesting session Friday, even though, I didn't trade it, but really interesting to sell on Friday, so it'll be interesting to see if we get continuation, how the market responds to that today. After that, with that strong selling happening before the weekend, everybody had that on their minds over the weekend, I'm sure. There's nothing on the calendar today, but we do have this is a Fed week, so we do have that to look out for on Wednesday. We'll go ahead and bring this up. I already did all my pre-market stuff, so it's gonna the volume check right there. Relatively light volume for a Monday, especially after the previous session. There's my pre-market awareness. We had we was trading in a tight range overnight. NQ was about relative to the power range, it's a tight range, about a 20-point range. Let's just call it a 20-point range. Then we had that huge inventory decline down to PR -2. Now we're just kind of hovering above that, finding supply and some inventory around PR -1, leading into the bell, which is in about 5 minutes. Bit of comparison there. Make sure I go through my checklist one more time. Actually, I gotta do my levels. So I'm feeling the energy like there's gonna be a shift with how the content that I put out on this channel. Probably for the remainder of the year. More details on that to follow. There will be a change for how I do things. We got a strong. Mark this off right here. Strong volume decline over 366. Hold that gap all the way at least to 350 now, 395. PR 50. PR, the volume gap around the PR low off too. Like we almost have like no volume there. We slice right through the PR low. Screenshot this, put it in Discord. That's a 50 to 66. Now to the final minute. too exciting as of yet, but it's open. Just playing around in the supply. This volume gap. This participation, I wouldn't, with the overall sentiment being, more heavy towards possibly looking for continued selling, and the participation we have. If we do get more selling, I wouldn't expect it to happen right away, but anything can happen. So we're starting to see a heavy supply response off of that PR low area. Right back for inventory off PR -1. That is an inventory lift continuation. We started lifting the inventory ever since we dropped it down to PR -2. Let's just watch this thing and see how it plays out. Back above MSRP, peaking above it. Back to VWAP. Overall, pretty much slicing right back through that volume gap area. So we just don't have really any interest between the PR low and PR 50. The 380 to 390 range. Not enough to keep price there for long. Scalp there as we continue to push the supply high. higher. Coming into the session high. Push the session high. It's a pretty nice momentum. Retest that overnight high. Fall back below it. Just gonna taking a brief moment to budget below the overnight high. Finally gonna go for that. Drop the inventory. Back below the A1. Did have a trade at 417, but didn't get filled. Quick touch of supply. Right back to that inventory. Keep an eye on this that last 3 minute low, potential for a reversal. Back to the gap. Should have plenty of short triggers up here. Light liquidity being shown to both sides of the market, or both biases. with the exception, the overall, with the exception of Friday, the overall theme over the last few weeks have been persistent with this up and down dance, kind of choppy. Today it's trending, but like in a range so far. Let's see if we can. Well, we got down to almost down to that. Well, no, we did. So we did touch inventory here at PR50 area, basically the low of that value area. Let's see how long we keep that gap unfilled. Making it my way back to the VWAP. So now in that empty space, relatively empty space. Starting to color it in a bit in that, just call it the 85 area. See if we can hold it for a while. Nice mechanical response off of 380. For supply off the VWAP. Lift the supply back above VWAP, back into the A1. It's an interesting 3-minute print. With that tail below 3 up here 50. Patiently waiting for my trigger. I mean, there's no triggers there on zone. They had me. If I can talk this morning. Interesting heavy negative delta below 390. We're going to continue our inventory exploration in this gap area. Coming into that pre-RTH range, just above it, just above that previous supply. Found some inventory there. I'm just gonna watch it, I'm not gonna overanalyze it. It's just kind of bouncing around. Not leaving any orders behind. About 20 minutes in, almost 20 minutes into this A period. It does feel like we've been in this A period longer than that. Should see a continued supply lift here based off 3-minute print. to that overnight high. Kind of budgeting our way to the session high. For a front run off that 430. Very mechanical in this area. Starting to drop the quick inventory again. Possibly gonna make our way back to this overall low. Let's see if they follow through with the pattern. Still holding liquidity on both sides of price. I should say still showing liquidity on both sides of price. So after, Friday, I mean, just a Friday, a trading day, a session like we had in the previous session, like this kind of a range bound, what most retail traders would interpret as indecision, is expected, right? It's not really surprising, especially with this low volume. While you have a major portion of participants that would be expecting continuation, seeing that big red on a daily print, that's going to create a lot of orders that wholesale can use to rebudget, regroup, balance the books, kind of play both sides. Prepare for whichever way the market wants to lean, following such a significant event. Of course, we're going to throw a lot of news in there. We got FOMC this week, and we got some other economic stuff, and then we're going to create plenty of noise to give us to set the board, set the stage. Gives wholesale enough time to get their budget right, balance everything out, and then rinse and repeat. Let's start the cycle all over again. With all this, how much we've been, quote unquote, chopping around lately, I wouldn't mind seeing a crash, to be honest with you. It's like really reset this board and let's get things, start things over, so to speak. I wouldn't hold my breath for that though. The way that the market has been trading lately, we'll get flashes of it. Anything can happen, of course, but I'm not putting a lot of, hope into getting what I would like to happen. But we'll see. We'll see how everything plays out. It'll be interesting to see a tease, or at least, some excitement towards a new all-time high. That'll be interesting, but I would prefer it to actually price to really heavily lean in the other direction. There's long anticipated crash. That's just personal stuff. In the meantime, before my goal is to just stay present. Take whatever the market is giving. Don't try to force my bias on the market. Keep this flow with it. If it gives me opportunities, take advantage of those opportunities. Maintain risk management. Keep everything the same in terms of what could be called proper execution. How I show up, how I participate. Coming in some B period in the next 15 seconds. That was my B4 spray time, and I'm in a no trigger zone anyway, so it don't even matter. All right, back to VWAP. Back to that previous inventory. Well, no, we still got a ways to go before our main 3-minute inventory. We did have inventory here off the PR50 below, or before. Up shop between VWAP and A1. Still kind of holding down that shop. Main inventory area that I'm looking at is that 380 area. Around the PR low, if we make it down there. Right now we're still kind of budgeting inside of this 400 range. 390. Just 390 to 400 range. Like pretty much 394, 393-ish to 410. Still picking up inventory in that mechanical volume area, low 396. Slight supply lift. Let's see if we can push the supply higher. We trigger those. I can look at this to kind of say that we did trigger some shorts, that we took advantage of their stops. But I mean, depends on how much I want to zoom in. We're in an area where we can expect interest from buyers and sellers. It's a heavy volume area above 410. We're in our VPOC. Liquidity being shown overhead. Starting to get that 415 area. Of course, since we, the area was of interest to both sides, that there was some buyers there, and I'm just gonna more than likely run some of those stops, taking us back to VWAP, grab some more inventory. I even had a trigger up there myself, just recognizing the board. I skipped out on it. Hindsight Capital said that was cool, but could have did anything up there. Hindsight Capital doesn't really have a crystal ball. I was saying relative to the, so I have several strategies. A lot of them are based off the power range, and we're just, these days where we just trade inside of a wide neutral zone inside the power range are like my least favorite days. So I'm really patient on the trigger on these days, and they're rare. They don't happen that often. Most of the time we either gonna most of the time we're going to explore either the bear zone or the bull zone. And I've been watching this since I think I started with this power range stuff. I think 2019, maybe 2020. So days like this are rare. since I've been watching it, or since I've been, studying this or whatever. So I can skip these days. Like, I don't have to, I don't have to trade every single day. I did get 3 trades today, and I can be done for the day and just get the days that I actually would like to trade versus trying to force trades in a day where, in a day in a type of session that I don't prefer. It's the benefit of trading is the market is always going to be open. And if there comes a time where the market, as we know it, isn't open anymore, then the goal that, what I'm here for doesn't even matter anymore. In terms of, trying to acquire capital from capital. When this market comes to a time when this market isn't open anymore, that's going to change. Everything's going to change. So I don't have to worry about the market not being open. Just keep preparing for the market being open, and then if we get the undesirable, then we just have to deal with whatever comes with that. So it can be like Bruce Lee and be water. That's my approach anyway. Well, I'm doing all that talking now. We're back above VWAP. Get away from that rabbit hole. Back above MSRP, above our automated levels. Still just holding this range. Back inside of that heavy volume area. And I'm just going to go ahead and call it a day today. What's a day? Go ahead and end it on this, on a positive note. We may be getting some momentum back to the session high. We'll see. Get another mechanical response off of PR plus 1. See if we can make it back to that overnight high, or do we maintain this front run? Front running at 424. Front ran, whatever. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and shut things down for the day. I appreciate everybody that came through. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your week. A good FOMC meetup. And until the next time, trade it easy.